to keep getting comfortable, letting the sit bones get heavy as you take a slightly more deeper breath than what you would usually as you breathe in through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. And just check in with the feet here, just let them relax, the knees, if you're holding tension anywhere. And the shoulders still tucked away from the ears, the spine straight here. Just to start some movement, I invite you just to create circles. Now the circles here can be as wide as what feels good, or just small circles. And then go anti-clockwise. This can feel good in the lower back, in the shoulders. Again, there's no rush here. And then we can just come back to centre. We can gently just roll the shoulders here again. Just what's comfortable here for you. You could still be inviting that slightly deeper breath in here. And then some neck rolls, so we can just bring the head forward here. We can take the ear over to the right shoulder. We can drop the head back down to centre. As we take the left ear over to the left shoulder. And then we'll just come back to centre. Now to help detox the organs, we can invite in twists here. So if you can, we'll take the right hand over to the left knee. Now again, we're still keeping length in the spine here. Now we're going to just gently lay the left hand down. Now again, the twist comes mostly from the neck here, so just please be gentle on yourself. And again here, as you pause, just invite that deeper breath. If you want to use ha as you sigh out, please do so. Just notice you're gripping onto the knee, just be gentle here. And then we'll slowly just come back to centre. And then we'll take the left hand to the right knee. Again, we'll lengthen that spine, take the shoulders away from the ears. And then we'll look over the right shoulder. And again, just enjoy that slightly deeper breath here if you can. And then we'll just come back to centre. Now we're just going to go on to the hands and knees if you can. Now again, if that's not available to you, then you can stay seated on the mat or on the chair, wherever you are. Now knees are underneath the hips here. And wrists underneath the shoulders for some cat and cow. Now as we drop the belly here, we're tucking the shoulders away. Now if the neck allows, you can look up. And then we're creating that Halloween cat, we're creating that lovely arch in the back. Now again, there's no rush here. And I invite you to, as you breathe in, you can drop the belly and look up. And then as we breathe out, we can create that Halloween cat, that arch in the back. Now again, this movement can be as exaggerated or as small as what is available to you today. It's just good to get the good energy flowing. Great for the spine. And then we can meet back in a neutral spine. If you want to, you can move the hips from left to right here. You can create circles here as well. Again, what feels good? Listen to the body. Nice gentle movements here. And then we can come back to stillness. We can just tuck the toes in if you can. And then we'll gently just walk the hands back. We can pause here in a kneeling position. We can rock back and forth on the toes here. As we take a breath in through the nose and sigh that breath out. So we're just going to come to standing. And we'll meet in Tadasana or mountain pose. Now if you can, feet can be together or keep the feet hip width apart, whatever's comfortable for you today. And again, just check in with the shoulders, shoulders away from the ears. We can keep the palms open if that feels good. If not, just keep the hands where you want them to. They can be resting on the thighs, that's fine as well. No right or wrong here. And then we want the weight, if you can, just notice, bring your attention down into your feet. So we're sort of putting weight into the soles of the feet, into the balls of the feet here. We're keeping a slight bend in the knees. This is a strong position to be in. Mountain pose, Tadasana. As we just pause here for a minute. We can create some stars here with the hands as well. Now if you can, we can lift the hands up. Now again, this can be as wide or as narrow as feels good. So as we breathe in, we're going to lift the hands up. As we breathe out, we can bring our hands to heart here. Again, if it's not possible to take the hands up, you can keep the elbows where they are and bring the hands back into the heart. So as we breathe in, as we breathe out, you can look up to the hands here. Again, no rush. Just feeling that grounding, that rooting down. And then from here, we're going to come into warrior one. I'll just move up the mat a little. Now we're going to step back with the right foot here, as if we're on train tracks, so both hips are facing forward. Knee is over the ankle. It can be quite nice to lift the toes here, and that just puts the knee into position. Now again, however you feel, your stance may be wider, it may be narrow. Again, just check in. Warrior pose is a strong pose. So you want to feel that grounding down into the earth. And then we're going to lift the hands up if you can. Now you don't have to here. You can bring the hands up to shoulder height. You can leave the hands resting on the hips. So I invite you to lift the hands up as you breathe in. And I'm going to open that heart. We're going to open the chest here. So we're going to create cactus arms, and again the stretch can be as as wide as what feels comfortable here. As we breathe in and then open the heart. And then we can bring our hands to heart. As we bring that right foot forward, you can shake the body here. Before we move over to the opposite side, so we're stepping back with the left foot here. Hips are facing forward. Again, just check in with the knees here. You're grounding down, creating strength in the legs here. As we bring the hands up, and then our cactus arms. So we're just moving with the breath here. And then we can bring our hands to heart as we step forward. And again, we can just give the body a shake and just notice how you feel. You gain a little bit of heat and energy here. Now we're going to come into warrior two from our mountain pose. We're going to step forward with the left foot so the toes are facing the short edge of your mat. Now we're going to turn the right foot so the toes are facing the long edge of the mat. Now get comfortable here. So the ankle could be in line with the instep of the foot, or it can be ankle to ankle. Again, we want to feel stable. If you want, you can hold on to a chair here as well. Now if you can, we bring the hands out. If not, you can keep the hands on the hips here. As we just take a nice breath in through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. Now you also want to make sure that the chest is coming forward here. We're looking over the left hand at the moment. You're just there, your focal point. We're grounding down into the earth here. Now we can bring the right hand over. So we're creating that nice length in the side of the body here, if you can. Then we'll come back to centre. We're going to turn both feet so they're facing the long edge of the mat. We can turn the heels in here as we come down into our goddess pose. Now you can bring the hands to cactus shape. You can bring the hands to heart here. And grounding into the heels, building that heat in the legs. You can use an affirmation here. I am amazing. I am doing the best I can. We fill that in. I am. And we'll slowly just rise back up. We're going to take the right foot and face it to the short edge of the mat. And the left foot faces the long edge of the mat. So this is us in warrior two, and the opposite legs. We're looking over the right hand here, chest is coming forward, rounding down. You take that right hand over, creating that nice length, that nice side stretch here. And then we come back to centre. We bring the feet back to face the long edge of the mat, tuck the heels in, so we come back to goddess. We can rest the hands in the thigh or the knee as we create a stretch again. So we're going to bring the right shoulder over to the left knee here. Again, try not to grip into the mat. Come back to centre. As we take that left shoulder over to the right. Come back to centre, slowly rise back up as we walk the feet back in. And just pause, just notice how you feel here. As we take a breath in through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. Oh, lovely. Now we're just going to come back down onto our mat or onto a chair, whatever comfortable for you here. And again, as we did at the beginning of the session of the class, again, just get comfortable here. You might want to wiggle the sit bones to let them get heavy where you're seated. And again, I invite you to take that slightly deeper breath than what you would usually. So breathe in through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. Now a lovely breathing pranayama is Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. So I invite you to close the right nostril here as we breathe in through the left nostril. Then close the left nostril as you breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right nostril. Then out through the left. In through the left. Close the left nostril, out through the right. Breathe in through the right. And out through the left. I just use these two fingers to do that. Now you can pause when you breathe in before you breathe out. So we'll do another round. We'll slow it down a little, okay? So we close the right nostrils, we breathe in through the left. Close the left and breathe in out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Out through the left. In through the left. Out through the right. In through the right. Out through the left. And you can continue that for another round, and with every out breath, again, just let the sit bones get heavy on your mat. So we'll do that again just for another round. Breathing at your own pace. And then just return to your normal breath. And then I invite you to get comfortable. If you may want to lie down here, we're moving into our Savasana. So you get comfortable, you can lie on the mat. Usually you can lie down and we just let the body, again, just let the hands rest beside the body. You can let the legs be, just rest as wide as the mat here. You can rock the head from side to side just to get a nice balance point. Just check in with the shoulders, just let them relax, let the sit bones get heavy. You can keep the eyes open or closed here. And just notice if there's any clothing that might just grab your attention just in the next 5 to 10 minutes here. You may want to cover up with a blanket, put socks on. You can get comfortable in your bed or on a chair. And I'll just read this Savasana as I invite you again just to check in, to get comfortable where you are. You can take that breath in through the nose and sigh out with a ha out the mouth. As you take another body scan and adjust anything you might think would steal your attention. And this is your time. You've nowhere to go, nothing to do. As you've carved this time out for yourself. And as you take your attention to your right foot, right knee, your right hip, right hand, right arm, the whole of the right side is feeling relaxed but supported on your mat. Now take your attention to your left foot, your left knee, your left hip, your left hand, left arm. The whole of the left body is feeling relaxed but supported on your mat. And if your mind's already beginning to wander, just notice how the breath is cool on the inhale and a little warmer on the exhale. And now bring your attention to your jaw as you let that relax. The tongue relax in the mouth, the forehead, the back of the head. Let the full of the back of the body feel heavy but supported on your mat. Feel your whole body heavy but supported. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, just be. And as you begin to bring yourself back into the room, you can wiggle your fingers and toes here. I invite you to take that slightly deeper breath in and out. And if you're lying down, I invite you just to turn over to a comfortable lying position. As you pause here, just for a breath. And then when you're ready, I invite you just to come back to a comfortable seated position. Again, no rush here, and keep the eyes closed. As we bring our hands to heart, namaste.